Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the Grow Garden video. Today I'm going over everything you need to know about the new update on Saturday, and it is literally game changing. We're getting a new egg with new pets, a new seed pack, a whole new permanent gameplay mechanic that is definitely going to alter this game significantly, as well as our third ever Transcendent Seed, which could be better than the Maple Resin or Bone Blossom, and a ton more leaks. So sit back, relax, and we're going to go over literally everything you need to know about this update on Saturday. If you enjoyed this video, find it useful, just one step to learn all the best leaks, tips, tricks, and methods for Grow Garden. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's go to get straight into the video. So we're getting a new update on Saturday, and this update is going to be the seed stages update. So we got this initially announced on Discord, as well as it came with a Roblox event page. This is always really good if you want to look at a quick synopsis of everything that's being added. The description literally includes basically all the features that are going to get added. So we have a new feature where you can evolve seeds through multiple tiers, plant, harvest, and progress to discover new stages and what they hold, as well as there's going to be new rewards, new seeds, a new egg, new features, some quality of life, weather, and lots more. So honestly, this update, just from a quick glance, does seem like it has quite a bit of main game features. Just like what Jaws said last week at the end of the admin abuse, it looks like they are focusing on more long-term updates, meaning not just one-time events like the fall harvest event that we have now, which is probably going to get removed once this update comes out on Saturday. So from the looks of it, I'm already liking the way this update is looking, but that being said, we know a lot more than just that event post because of leaks. As always, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Dawn Discord server. They're the main provider of all the leaks I get. They're always super accurate and super fast when it comes to the leaks. So massive shout out to them. Go ahead and join the server. It is linked in the description, but let's go ahead and get into the leaks. So first off, the main part of this update, as you probably already know, is the seed stages. So with this, we're getting a whole new event looking area. I'm assuming this is definitely going to be a permanent addition. I don't know why they would add such a big mechanic into the game if it wasn't going to be permanent, because it's going to give a lot of players a super high advantage if you get these plants. But you can see here in the seed stages area, it's a bit low resolution, but we have a NPC in the middle here with like a shop, and you can see a bunch of seeds behind him. Now, no, it does not seem like you can evolve every single plant. It's just the plants that the NPC is selling in the seed stages area. So honestly, it'd possibly just be an event, but I think that they are focusing on long-term content like Josh said, so I'd be really surprised if this wasn't a permanent addition. But in the seed shop, there's only 3 seeds that we know of so far. These are the Evo Beetroot, the Evo Pumpkin, and the Evo Mushroom. Now the Roman numerals beside it does indicate the stage of the seed, so obviously you start with tier 1 seeds, but you're gonna be able to restock the shop with shekels like you're able to do for most event shops, and you're able to do currently for the fall activities. Now, let's talk about how these seeds actually work and how the plants actually work, because Evo plants work differently than normal plants. So Evo plants have 3 different things you need to watch out for. The plant health, the healthier the plant, the better the grow rate. For plant health, you need to feed your plants fruit or food to keep it healthy. The grow rate, the higher the grow rate, the faster it grows. And in order to keep the grow rate high, you have to keep your plant healthy to keep the grow rate high. So I mean, I'm assuming you also have to feed your plant. And then for the size multiplier, the higher the multiplier, the bigger the fruit. For the size multiplier, you need to use gardening related gears like the watering can, which can increase its size. Mutations also have a chance to carry over. So it seems to be actually pretty in-depth how you take care of these plants, but you really need to tend to these Evo plants to actually make sure they grow. And once they actually finally do grow, you can then go ahead and harvest them. Now, once you pick up the harvested Evo plant, you can then go ahead and submit it to the NPC for rewards, as well as a leveled up version of the plant, but the seed again. So for example, once you finally grow your Evo Mushroom 1, you can submit it to the NPC and receive an Evo Mushroom Seed 2, as well as you'll get one of the possible rewards listed there. And then obviously, once you get that Evo Seed 2, you're gonna have to place it down on your garden again, tend to it until it fully grows, pick it up, then you can go ahead and submit the tier 2 version to the NPC again for some more possible rewards you can see on the screen there. And this goes all the way up to a tier 4 seed. We're not sure exactly how good a tier 4 seed is going to be or how many shekels it's going to earn you, but when you submit a tier 3 to get the tier 4 seed, you can get a chance at all of these possible rewards shown on screen here as well, including a new gardener crate, a new gardener seed pack, and a new jungle egg. Now, I honestly think the Evo seeds are going to have a little bit more to them than just being able to earn shekels from them, as there's no way it's going to be able to earn as many shekels as a lot of people actually have right now. So hopefully they do have another use other than just earning shekels once you get that tier 4 seed and place it down, because it doesn't even look like you could submit the tier 4 plant, but it is very possible they might change that before this update actually releases. They do tend to retcon a few things before the update releases, so maybe there will be a little more depth to that system. But you can see here we do have a new jungle egg. In this egg, we actually had all the pets elite. We don't have all of their abilities, but we do know we are getting a tree frog, 40%, a hummingbird, 30%, an iguana, 24%, a chimpanzee, 5%, and a tiger, which is a 1%. And for the two pets that we do know the abilities of, the hummingbird's ability is every 1 minute, it converts a random single harvest plant into a seed equivalent, ignores favorited plants. So honestly, I'm not exactly sure how good this is going to be unless it duplicates the plant. If it doesn't collect that single harvest plant once it turns it into a seed, that could be good, but if it does just turn it into a seed and collects the plant, then I don't really see the purpose of it. But then we have the tree frog. Every 3 minutes advances the growth of a random plant by 15 minutes. It definitely seems like just a worse echo frog. I'm assuming they'll probably buff the amount of time it advances it by, because that just does not seem like enough time. But those are the only two pets that we know the abilities for. Typically we learn all the abilities tomorrow, so if there's enough content revealed tomorrow for me to make a video on it, I definitely will, and I'll include the other pet abilities. But I also do typically make shorts on all the pet abilities once we learn them, so go ahead and check out my shorts, or just keep your notifications on for when I do release those shorts on the pet abilities. Now that's the bulk of the actual seed stages update itself, but we do, like I said at the beginning of the video, have our third ever Transcendent Seed. If you didn't already know, the only two Transcendent Seeds in the game are the Bone Blossom and the Maple Resin, and these are both by far the best seeds in the game, with the Maple Resin slightly being better than the Bone Blossom. So now, knowing that we're getting our third ever Transcendent Seed, the assumption is that this is going to stand up pretty well against the Bone Blossom and the Maple Resin, and might even be better. Now, unlike the other two Transcendent Seeds, this is not going to be obtained from an event. This is going to be a permanent seed shop seed. You can see here on screen, this is what it's going to look like to buy it. It's going to cost 88 million shekels, by far the most expensive seed there has ever been, and it is a transcendent rarity. And we also have a picture of the seed. You can see here it's just like a red, like thorny type seed, and there does seem to be some info that it might actually be 1200 robux, although the picture says 900 robux. They typically tweak the robux values a ton before the actual event comes out. Keep in mind, this is all from the testing server, so a lot of stuff they are testing and changing as it goes. But courtesy of Epter, go ahead and check them out on YouTube or on TikTok. We actually know what this seed looks like, and you can see on screen here, it looks kind of like a massive burning bud, but it is a multi-yield plant. We're actually collecting the thorns themselves that grow on the vine. But once again, we'll learn a ton more about the seed's value and everything tomorrow. I'll definitely be making a short on that, and maybe even making a full video on everything we learn tomorrow. So yeah, that is basically all you need to know about this new seed stages update. Before I go, I do just want to quickly talk about Grow a Garden. I feel like every video I have to talk about this, but he had some more developments on Jandel and his seeming lack of dedication towards the game. He released a TikTok, and in this TikTok, he made a bit of a statement saying that Grow a Garden is basically out of its golden era where it was breaking records. So it seems like he's kind of admitted defeat and is not focusing on the game nearly as much as he was. He did say it had a great 6 months and that they're going to continue working on updates, but it doesn't seem like they're really focusing on bringing it back to the glory that it once had. Now, I don't blame Jandel. Obviously, he is a multi-millionaire, probably has hundreds of millions of dollars from this game, but you can see just where his priorities are just by looking at one of the new games he released. If you did go ahead and acquire a new game on Roblox, this is called Plants vs. Brainrots. It currently has 200,000 players, which is a ton for a game this new. See, it was only created literally about a month and a half ago, and I've spent some time playing this game. I'm already max rebirth. I have some really good plants, as well as some pretty good Brainrots. So if you want me to make videos on this, let me know. I don't really know how much content there is to make videos on. I'll probably make some shorts on it, but it is a decent game. However, I definitely do prefer Grow a Garden over it, so I'm going to continue playing Grow a Garden. But Jandel has definitely moved on to some new games, which is probably why he hasn't been nearly as dedicated to Grow Garden as he has been, and is definitely why Jaw, the other main developer on Grow Garden, has been taking over admin abuses, taking over the announcements, and basically kind of taking over Jandel's role. That being said, Grow Garden is definitely in some trouble here. It's like averaging below Brookhaven now, so it seems like it is still on a pretty big decline. I don't understand how Steeler Brainrot has so many players. It really does not have much to do in the game, but 99 Nights in Forest obviously is still taking over Roblox. That being said, I'm curious to know your guys' opinions on the new seed stages updates. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. That being said, if you have any suggestions on other games I should try and make informative videos on, let me know. I just love making informative videos and videos that are useful for you guys. So if you have a game that would be good for this kind of content style, definitely drop a suggestion down in the comment. But I really don't plan on leaving Grow Garden anytime soon, although I might start trying out some other options as well, especially maybe even that Plants vs. Brainrots game, depending on how this first update goes on Saturday. But with that being said, we are so close to 90K. So let's get to 90K and maybe even 100K before the end of the year. I really appreciate all the support you guys have shown me. I literally never expected this channel to ever reach the level it has reached. This has been an absolutely insane journey so far. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. But if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, or just want to stay updated on all the best leaks, tips, tricks, and methods for Grow Garden, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I hope you all have an amazing day and good luck gardening.